How to choose friends wisely and make life better for yourself. Elegant ladies choose friendship based on these 3 factors. 1. Shared values. 2. Common interests. 3. Shared attitudes. Francesca, life coach, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Master NLP. 1. Shared values, the foundation of why we live. Values are your invisible rules about what's right, important, and meaningful. What it means. Values shape your life priorities, how you treat people, how you spend money, how you raise children, how you work, what you believe love should look like. If 2 people's values clash, no matter how much they love each other, they'll feel constant friction. Examples. If you believe honesty is sacred, he believes small lies are okay, then you two will have constant mistrust. If you value family and stability, he values freedom and adventure, you guys will have different life goals. If you believe in teamwork, he believes everyone for themselves, you guys will have emotional exhaustion. How to know you share values. Ask or observe. What's most important to you in life? What kind of future are you working toward? How do you handle stress, failure, or betrayal? What do you do when no one's watching? If your answers feel similar in spirit, not identical, but compatible, you likely share values. Equals greater than shared values make you feel. We may have different paths, but we walk toward the same direction. 2. Common interests, the glue of what we enjoy. These are the hobbies, passions, and daily activities that make you like each other's company. What it means. Common interests keep the relationship alive and fun, they create shared memories and laughter. Examples. You both love learning, traveling, cooking, music, business, or even just watching series together. You can spend quiet time side by side doing your own things, but still feel connected. Type. Physical. Example. Hiking, gym, dancing. Effect. Keeps energy and teamwork. Type. Creative. Example. Writing, painting, music. Effect. Deep emotional connection. Type. Growth. Example. Reading, self-development. Effect. Keeps you evolving together. How to know you share interests. You lose track of time together. You both say, let's do that again. You smile more when you talk about shared plans. Equals greater than shared interests keep the relationship alive and emotionally youthful. 3. Shared attitudes, the mirror of how we react. Attitudes are your approach to life, how you handle challenges, people, and change. What it means. Even if your values and hobbies align, attitudes decide whether your relationship is peaceful or dramatic. Examples. When facing stress, do they stay calm or explode? When someone disagrees, do they get defensive or curious? When life changes, do they adapt or complain? Equals greater than your attitudes shape the emotional climate between you two. Examples that if you two have different attitudes from each other, here are the result. Situation. A problem at work. Let's fix it together. Why do you always mess up? 2. One heals, one hurts. Situation. Conflict. Let's talk calmly. I'll ignore you, to cold distance. Situation. Success. I'm proud of you. Why not me? 2. Jealousy or love. How to know you share attitudes. Ask or notice. How do they treat waiters, cleaners, animals, or strangers? How do they respond when plans fail? How do they talk about people who hurt them? Are they hopeful or bitter about life? Equals greater than shared attitudes make you feel safe to be yourself. You're on the same emotional wavelength. Quick test. The 3S harmony. Ask yourself, if we lost everything, money, beauty, and fame, would our souls still walk in the same direction? If your answer is yes, because you both still believe in kindness and effort, values, you'd still enjoy each other's company doing simple things, interests, you'd face hardship as a team, attitudes, then you've found real harmony, and that's the secret to long-lasting, peaceful love or partnership. Most women were never taught how to love without suffering. They were taught to sacrifice, attach, endure, hope, wait, and call it love. This book changes everything. Unconditional love does exist. How to love someone as the way they want without losing yourself is a deep, honest, science-backed, and soul-centered guide for women who want real love, not emotional addiction, not self-abandonment, not survival relationships. This is for women who ask, why do I love deeply, yet still get hurt? Is love supposed to feel painful, anxious, or confusing? How do I love someone fully, without losing myself? What's the difference between love, attachment, and trauma bonding? Can love exist without ownership, fear, or control? Inside this book, you will learn what genuine love, true love, and unconditional love actually are, and how they feel in your nervous system. Why attachment hurts, but unconditional love doesn't. How love changes your brain, and how heartbreak damages or heals it. 36 clear signs of love versus subtle signs of emotional abuse. How to love deeply without attachment, anxiety, or self-betrayal. How men and women experience love differently, emotionally, biologically, and psychologically. What makes relationships last, without forcing, chasing, or fixing anyone. How to give love, happiness, care, and emotional safety to a partner and to yourself. This is not a book that teaches women to tolerate less, submit blindly, manipulate men, or disappear in relationships. This book teaches women to love from wholeness, keep their dignity, identity, and power. Choose love freely, not desperately. Walk away peacefully when love is no longer healthy. This book is for women who want love to feel calm, warm, respectful, and expansive, not chaotic, painful, or exhausting. If you've ever loved deeply, if you've ever been misunderstood, if you've ever wondered whether love could feel safe, this book will feel like someone finally put your heart into words. Read it slowly. Let it rewire you. Link ebook in the description.